Superposition of waves. Sonometer. In this sonometer, it is a rectangular wooden box. It is also called as sound box. A hook is placed at one end. A long uniform string, its one end is tied to the hook, and these are the knife edges. Knife edge, and this is tuning fork. So this string is passed over these two knife edges. They are movable knife edges. Then it is passed over the pulley, and to the other end a hanger is attached. In hanger, slotted weights are placed. This is the construction of the sonometer. Now, when we are performing the experiment, a small piece of paper that is called as a rider is placed on the string between the two knife edges. A tuning fork is hammered on the rubber pad. It starts vibrating, and vibrating tuning fork is brought near to the string. Then it is seen that whether the rider falls down or not. In this case, when the vibrating tuning fork brought near the string starts vibrating. Now, then the distance between the two knife edges is adjusted, and again the vibrating tuning fork is brought near the string, and observe that whether the rider falls down. Now, when at a certain distance, when knife edge is adjusted and vibrating tuning fork is brought near the string, the rider falls down. That means at this, the string is vibrating with maximum amplitude. This is the condition of resonance. The frequency of the string, vibrating string, and frequency of the tuning fork matches. The string vibrates with the maximum amplitude, and at that time the rider falls down. Then the distance between two knife the distance of string between the two knife edges is measured. This is called vibrating length. Before starting the experiment, the string total mass is taken, its weight is measured, then its total length is also measured, and from that its linear density, that is total mass of the string divided by total length, is determined. In this case, when we are performing for a certain weight, where in hanger some slotted weights are placed, and we are performing this experiment. Let the weight at that time we have taken is 1 kg. So, in this, the tension applied, tension is equal to F into G. So this much tension is applied. It is also measured. Now we know that the frequency formula is given by L is equal to 1 upon twice L root T by M, and we have calculated the value of vibrating length, linear density and tension. So putting all those value in this equation, the frequency is calculated. So this, by using the sphygmometer we can calculate the frequency. Now we have seen there are three laws of the vibrating string. First law or length law. To verify the first law or length law, initially we are taking 1 tuning fork of frequency M, and before starting the experiment we are taking only one string, means linear density is constant. Then we are keeping the fixed value of the weight, that is, suppose it is T1, it is T, tension T is kept constant. So linear density and tension during the whole experiment, this weight remains constant. There is no change in the weight, means tension applied to the string is constant. Only one wire is taken. So during the performing all the experiment, so its linear density is also constant and tension is also constant. So now we are taken N1 frequency tuning fork and bringing vibrating tuning fork near the string and saying that whether the rider falls down or not. If it does not fall down, then we are adjusting the distance between the two knives and again performing the same, repeating the same procedure. At certain distance, when the frequency of the string match with the frequency of the vibrating tuning fork, at that time the rider falls down. So at that time we are measuring the length between the two knives, let it be L1. Then we are taking the multiplication of L1 into L1. Then taking second tuning fork and repeating, keeping tension constant. Only one wire means linear density is also constant, and bringing this vibrating tuning fork near the string and seeing that whether rider falls down or not. At particular this length between the two knives, the string falls down. So we are measuring this length, let it be L2. Then we are multiplying L2 into L2 and performing same type of experiment for 3 to 4 tuning fork and keeping like this, N1 into L1 is equal to N2 into L2 is equal to N3 into L3 into L4 into L4. And when we are multiplying and seeing the result, all the results are same. That means N1 L1 is equal to N2 L2 and so on remains constant. In general, NL is equal to constant or N is inversely proportional to vibrating length if tension and linear density is constant. Thus, we are verifying the first law of the vibrating string by using the sphygmometer. In the second, verifying the second law of vibrating string. Second law, we have seen that frequency is directly proportional to square root of tension if vibrating length and linear density remains constant. So, verification of second law by using sphygmometer. In this case, we are taking one wire, means its linear density is constant. Then the distance between the knife is are keeping constant, means distance between the length two knife is, the length of the wire remains constant. So M and L are constant, they are kept constant. Certain weights are placed in the lead. T1 is the weight placed in the hanger, and we are taking the tuning fork of frequency L1. Tuning fork is hammered wire on the rubber pad, and vibrating tuning fork is brought toward the string. Then we are changing the weight. Distance is kept constant, so we are changing the weight and saying that whether rider falls down or not. At certain weight, when the vibrating tuning fork brought toward the string, the rider falls down. Let at that time tension be T1. Then we are taking for N1 divided by root T1. Then we are taking the tuning fork of frequency N2, keeping the vibrating length constant and putting the some weight in the hanger and bringing the vibrating tuning fork near the string, saying that whether the rider falls down or not. If rider does not falls down, then we are increasing the weight and bringing a vibrating tuning fork near the string. At when the certain tension, let it be T2, applied to the string, and when the tuning fork of frequency N2 is brought near the string, the rider falls down. So for N2, the tension applied is T2. So here N2 upon root T2. And repeating the same procedure, we get for N3 root T3 and so on. When we are dividing N by, in general, it is N upon root T. We are finding that all the values are same, means they are constant. So in general, N upon root T is equal to constant, or root T. If root T is brought to this side, then we can say that N is directly proportional to square root of tension if L and M are constant. So thus the second law and the first law of vibrating string is verified by using the sonometer. Tomorrow we will see the verification of the third law of the vibrating string by using the sonometer.